So marvelous. Good morning. Good morning, and all this. Just want to start this, just going to be a little nuts today. This place is growing, that's a good thing, okay? I love the energy here. And also it's getting more perfect. I'm going to start this with, I'm so perfect, I'm so perfect, I'm so patient, forgiving and kind, and I'm always right. So I find. How many people are going to say that on this planet? Okay, really. We use the word for everything. My perfect hairdo, my perfect eggs, my perfect dinner, my perfect shoes, my perfect. And it's a nice word and all that, but it hinders us when we say, I'm not perfect. So what? If we were perfect, we'd be on planet Xenon somewhere, flying in another dimension and going, whatever. So we are incredible beings. We are at the threshold right now where we have to know, not just think about it, but actually know we are pieces of the hologram of the universe. Do you find yourself sometimes kind of going, I see this, and I see that, and I know how to do this, and I know how to do that? We are embraced, surrounded by the entire universe. And a hologram, in case somebody forgets, it's one of those 3D images that you see at museums or whatever. And the secret about the hologram is that you can break it in a zillion pieces, crash it around, and every little piece will have the whole. That means there's a great power in the universe. It's called God, Yahweh, words, divine, and now in science they call it the field. It's a nice word, it covers everything. We are part of the field. So trying to be perfect, what is important, and ironically, I found this book came to me out of nowhere. I've been thinking, remember that? Well, we've been thinking, this world has forgotten how to do that. Maria Shriver, who happens to be Schwarzenegger's ex-wife, Kennedy, and basically she writes about why are we so embraced in being perfect? Everybody has problems. It is the mistakes, the craziness, the stuff that makes us ashamed and surprised and go, oh my God, I did that. How could I do that? I was so stupid. I should have been better. And the fact was we weren't. She says that everybody, even the most brilliant and wealthiest people on the planet, make boo-boos, have problems, have to go through stuff. Because we have to go through stuff. It's not what happens, it's how we navigate. We have a choice to kind of go, I am so good at what I do. Just remember, every single person on the planet is different. 7.5+ billion people. If you ever gone to airports and go, how did that happen? How is it that we're all different? We have similarities in order to keep us sane. Where to go to the bathroom, where to go to the store, what kind of lipstick to wear, whatever, to keep us kind of talking. But the bottom line is that every single person is different. What motivates you and you and you, the things you like to eat, how you like it, you like things perfect. You want everything perfect. I want my spoon over here, I want my dinner over here. We're all different. I don't care what country you're from. On one level, we are so together, we are so the same as everybody else. We have, arms, legs, and all that, and problems. And we don't know why people are born the way they are. Whether they come out disabled or whatever. There's a journey. I look at this planet as it's like God or whoever it is, wisdom said, let's take all these characters from all the different parts of the galaxy and throw them on this planet. We have Eskimos who love 20,000 degrees below zero. We have people who love hot weather. We have Egyptians that came. We have Chinese. We have all these different people on the planet. Some super thin, some big, some tall. We're not from the same egg. If you think about it. We're similar, but we're not from the same egg. Sometimes you got to think about these things, these questions sometimes. So we are here to be kind to each other. I never could read anything, but the whole aspect about perfection, you are perfect as far as your journey here. And some people have the weirdest journey you could think of, crazy journeys, wild journeys. Some people are born in a great family background and all of a sudden they go, I'm going to drop everything and live in Zimbabwe or something, in the jungle, and do something different. Everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own path. It may not make sense to me or you, but it's their path. If they trip, they trip. If you fall, you fall. Because from that, because we're in this hologram that is fantastic from God and from the universe, and I guarantee you this is not a maybe, airy-fairy, oh, there's a great God in the universe, maybe he'll help you. There's an energy in the entire universe that moves us when we have to move, helps us when we make the choice, when we recognize that we're not alone, ever. And you have to go inside and speak to that person. Hey, how are you today? Universe, God, whatever it may be. What do I do? How do I do this? Sit still and do nothing for a week. I can't do that. I'm energetic, I have to move, I gotta dance, I gotta do something. Sit and do nothing until something is felt. Feeling. Should be singing that song, Feelings. Anyway, that's what we need to do, is trust what we feel. The intuition part of us comes from the galaxy. We are like star seeds. We get information constantly. If you just look at everybody, they each like different things. They walk in different ways. They move in different ways. We have to observe each other and say, you're different. That's the way it is. There's a series called The Good Witch. If anybody's seen that on Netflix, it's great. The characters there are so different, and the mayor is nuts. She's energetic, and she's, look, we're doing perfect. But they allow that. We have to allow our personalities. You're not going to be like me, I'm not going to be like you, I'm all over the place, because that's my nature. That's my nature, and I love being a student of life, and exploring and checking things out, and I love when people are interested in new things. So I'm just checking a note, just in case. We have different belief systems. Belief systems are belief systems. I believe I'm miserable, everything is rotten, everything, never things come true. So what happens? The universe goes, cool. We can play that game, I'll let you do that, Oh, every time I do something, every time I go and try something happens, and I don't know, the world is against me, I'm a victim of everything. True. Be that part. Do we really want to go with that part? I see people that are, I don't know what to do, I'm so bored, there's nothing to do. Step outside, open the web, do something. There are a zillion and a half things to explore. There are things to learn. If you're not learning anything, then, climb into a cave and sit there. Maybe that's your calling, whatever it may be. And that's your perfection. Whatever you want to do, whatever hits you. You may change. You may start being a Catholic into this, or start this and some religion, and all of a sudden something happens and you change. It's not a sin, whatever that means. It's not bad. It's like, you're perfect in your choice. You're perfect. I went, look at this book. I went to the library, and all of a sudden, there it was. A book just fell out of the case. It cost me 50 cents. Wow. That happened. 50 cents, called The Universal Will. 1936. It's in pieces now since I've gotten it in Sedona, but it was great. To be perfect is to be aware of where, that's the perfection you need. It's not about what you wear, how much money you have. Who cares? We've got to be careful of the media. The media is always expressing nonsense. I worked in the film, television, whatever industries and all that, and it's like advertising. If you have this perfume, if you smell this thing, if you eat this thing, if you wear this thing, you will be loved. Really? Okay. And so basically, we have to stop listening to nonsense all this time. So there are a lot of new things. One thing I really want to share more than anything. Right now, there are a lot of things happening. There are new ideas. There's new grandeur. There's new information about the grandeur of the human being. We're not just old school. We're not just Darwinian. We're not just everything that is coming out is new information about the grandeur and the greatness of the human being. Bruce Lipton with his biology of belief, Greg Braden and his understanding the new human. You feel that. You're not the same as you were years ago. And I bet right now, during this whole pandemic nonsense, whatever, there are parts of you that are dying. How many, I'm sure some of you have felt like, something is dying in me. And I don't know what to do. It's like, where am I? Who am I? What am I going to be? And you go, well, maybe if I do this, maybe if I wear a hat, I will feel better. I'll feel more connected. This is a time of incredible wake-up call. There are teachers everywhere you go, on the web. I mean, God, you can, free, okay? If you're bored, get on YouTube or something and get influenced. And then they will tell you from there you can go inside, because the bottom line of everything, your perfection, is only what is happening inside you. Good, bad, or indifferent. Mistakes, wrong, bad hair day, bad whatever, the job that you tried so hard to get and they fired you. Ugh, I'm so ashamed. What will people think? People are busy, truly. I mean, anybody that has a comment about what you do in this life is, forget it. Nobody knows who you are except you, period. They love you, we share things, but you have to know who you are. That's the bottom line. And more than anything, understanding what's going on today, the science of mind, a little reminder, the perfection in that and what was started a long time ago, and during that time period, 1927 and all that, there were so many other teachers also that expressed that. We are changing. Science teaches us how things work, not what is. You have the invisible realm, magnetics, electromagnetic fields, you have love. How can you register? How can you put it under a microscope? Or how can you measure that? There's so many things in life that are invisible. The visible and the invisible. We as human beings carry the invisible and the visible. This is what I look like today, but inside me is a world that goes into the universe. And that universe is connected to all the people on this planet. We cannot run around anymore. This place right here is a great stopping point, or a place to talk, to listen, to say, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I think. I'm confused. I don't know what that all means. Say it. I hear people in churches and everywhere, well, we can't ask any questions because they'll think we're stupid or we're not clear. God, ask questions about everything. Talk to people, communicate, because we're also entering new community. New communities have to be made. This place is a community. The people that are coming in, and I've been watching it, it's fantastic. They're all perfect in their own way. David comes in with his guitar and his little thing, that's so sweet, and all of a sudden, Corinne and her, oh, beautiful people, It's wonderful. Yay! We have people that come in here. We got Joe with his multicolored costumes, and I love it. And we have different people. Daryl, who makes great pizza when we have events, and a big inventor. I mean, we have personalities galore, and every single human being, if you are on this planet, you have purpose. Your purpose may just be to be a mother, to be a father, to be whatever it may be, to maybe just make one person happy, to maybe make cookies during an event, maybe just to touch somebody and say, I know you're alive. Or maybe say, God, I love your shoes. Make that person feel like, oh, thank you. And this person, and nobody noticed, so you did. So we are all perfect in our alignment. And a lot of the old belief systems, just like the belief systems that the earth was the center of the universe, changed, and a lot of things changed. There's so many books out there. We are constantly learning about who we are and where we are. Got people in space and underneath the ground and in between, all over the place. We don't know what we don't know. I love that phrase. That is so true. It's like being in the present, being in the now is probably the best thing that's happened, because we don't know what to do anyway. Everything's so cuckoo. So we just kind of have to get up in the morning and say, I am here. I am here. What do I do today? What do I do best? And there's always something, whether it's cleaning or washing or cooking or reading or getting. I was going through a wonderful course last night called the One Field. Oh my God, it designs how we are capable of healing ourselves. That's going to be the new mantra for our future. We're still in baby school, we're still in kindergarten, but we're learning new things. What I think is what I get. Even Jesus said, I even printed out, it's done unto you as you believe. It was said a long time ago, it was said by Krishna, it was said by Rumi, everybody in the world that has a masterful mind, that it thinks and is a student of spirit, whatever it may be, knows that what we keep in our head is what becomes our reality. I'm very positive in many ways, as you can guess. Anyway, I love to see things happen. I love people to grow and learn and explore. I love this place to be a place where there's things happening outside, and parties and weddings and joyful people playing with each other, talking to each other, communicating, creating a tribe that extends everywhere. So everywhere you walk, everywhere you are, your energy fields that are around you connect with others all the time. If you're miserable and you walk past somebody, you're ruining their day. How many people have found, I'm sure you've been, oh, today's a great day, oh wow. And then somebody walks by and you don't even know why, and you go, oh, I don't know, maybe this isn't going to happen today. Or something happens. We are magnets. We send out energy, so watch what you send out. You know, if you're having a tough day, if you don't have anybody to talk to, find somebody, find something, scream in a pillow. You know, call somebody. You know, one of the Native American things is if you have to complain, just dig a hole, stand over that hole and just scream into, oh, my mother, my boyfriend, and oh my God, they're terrible. It's like, spew it out, because nobody else wants to hear it. We all have things to take care of. When you have through emotional things, whether it's grief, sometimes, yes, we have to talk, but it's just blah, 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 blah. You know, give it away. It's time to do that. The most important thing I can really say is, because I've been with Hopi and Navajo and Cherokee and scientists and inventors and, spent time in the desert with people who were actually eating snake. Never touched it. It's not on my agenda. However, that's where it was. It's all the same. It's just different hats. One day I'm with the prince of something or other, and some shop from another day I'm in the desert, and somebody eating snake. You know something? It doesn't matter. It's just a movie, guys. You're stepping into your own movie. How adventurous do you want your movie? And whatever your talent is, let it grow. The universe will always attract something, something. They'll go, hey, look over here. Somebody's, that guy sitting over there, say hello, or go to the musicians union and somebody will come to you. I mean, whatever it is, trust your intuition more than ever right now, because you're being called forward and saying, wake up guys, this isn't playtime, we are that powerful. The only thing I'm going to read is something that I found in this book, and it's by a Hopi elder. And because I spent time on Hopi, and Grandfather David was incredible, and I even was like the young girl who went to the location and basically became the Pied Piper of Hope Villa for a while, and it was magical. But the Hopi are very, very spiritual. They're probably the most spiritual tribe as far as holding on to nonviolence. You know, and it's hard in these days, but they are that ancient, and they're holding that fort. So just close your eyes for now. And just pretend you're listening to a real Hopi, almost. No, just listen. This is attributed, first of all, to an elder in the Hopi land. It challenges us not to sit by and wait for someone else to lead us forward. You hear that? This is your turn. This is your turn to shine. I don't care what it is, how crazy it is, shine. We're not going to be going, oh, maybe I should. No, go. A Hopi elder speaks. You have been telling the people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back and tell the people that this is the hour. And there are things to be considered. Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in right relation? Where is your water? Know your garden. It is time to speak your truth. Create your community. Be good to each other. And do not look outside yourself for the leader. Then he clasped his hands together, smiled, and said, this could be a good time, even with all the chaos. There is a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they are torn apart and will suffer greatly. Know the river has its destination. The elders say we must let go of the shore, push off into the middle of the river. Keep your eyes open and our hands and heads above water. And I say, see who is in there with you and celebrate. At this time in history, we are to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment that we do, our spiritual growth and journey comes into a fault. The time for the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves, banish the word struggle from your attitude and your vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred manner and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We've heard that phrase before, and truly, truly, I know you guys here, and you're fantastic. And the people that have come here over the years I've been here are incredible. Gather your tribes, bring them here, use this place as a center for communication, tribe, bringing in beautiful music. We love new music. We love all ages, as I always ended. We want this to be multi-generational because all of us are needed. All our knowledge is needed. And you are all beautiful and you're all perfect. Yay. Woo.